Welcome to your mats. Welcome to today's practice. Just take a few moments to lie yourself down, either on your back or on your front. And if you feel comfortable, do please close your eyes. Joining me today are Mia and Gabrielle and Gypsy and Nara. So please enjoy today's yoga class. So as you allow your body to settle, I'd like to read a short passage from the Radiant Sutras about our breath. The way of experience begins with a breath, such as the breath you are breathing now. Awakening into luminous reality may dawn in the momentary throb between any two breaths. The breath flows in, and just as it turns to flow out, there is a flash of pure joy and life is renewed. Awaken into that. As the breath is released and flows out, there is a pulse as it turns to flow in. In that turn, you are empty. Enter that emptiness as the source of all life. The life essence carries on its play through the pulsing rhythm of outward and inward movement. This is the ceaseless throb, the rhythm of life, terrifying in its eternity, exquisite in its constancy. The inhalation, the return movement of breath, sustains life. The outgoing breath purifies life. These are the two poles between which respiration goes on unceasingly. And between them is every delight you could desire. Breath flows in, filling, and then surrenders to flow out again. In this moment, drink eternity. Breath flows out, emptying, offering itself to infinity. Cherishing these moments, mind dissolves into heart. Heart dissolves into space. Body becomes a shimmering field pulsating between fullness and emptiness. Bathe deeply in that ocean of sound, vibrating you now as always, resonating softly, permeating the space of the heart. The ear that is tuned by rapt listening learns to hear the song of creation. Entering this current of sound, the listening one forgets the external world, becomes absorbed into the internal sound, and then absorbed in vastness like the song of the stars as they shine. There is a space in the heart where everything meets. Come here if you want to find me. Mind, senses, soul, eternity, all are here. Are you here? Enter the bowl of vastness that is the heart. Listen to the song that is always resonating. Give yourself to it with total abandon. Quiet ecstasy is here, and a steady, regal sense of resting in a perfect spot. You who are the embodiment of blessing, once you know the way, the nature of attention will call you to return again and again. Answer that call, and be saturated with knowing, I belong here, I am at home. So very gently bring your knees onto your chest and allow yourself to roll over onto any side you wish and bring yourself up into a seated position. So we're going to spend a few moments practicing our regulated, rhythmic, coherent breath. We are the only mammals that have this capacity to regulate our breath, and this literally resets our nervous system and also all the other 9 systems in the body. We're going to take Ganesh Mudra. And so all the 5 fingertips, your right palm facing down initially, left palm facing up, so right hand on top. And as we exhale, we gently pull the fingers together. And as we inhale, we release them. So we're going to do this in time with our regulated breathing. And just before we do, I'd really like you to be very conscious of the mechanics of our respiration, that the diaphragm just doesn't come in the front part of the body, but is around that whole 365-degree container of our trunk. So as we inhale, that diaphragm pulls and draws down, and your belly will swell. And as you exhale, you can gently draw your abdominal muscles back to empty the breath. So lifting up the spine, taking your left hand on the bottom, right hand on top, 5 fingertips touch each other, and either remaining with eyes closed or taking Shiva Seal, eyes gazing down the edge of your nose. Let the mouth open, and then just softly seal the lips, letting the tongue lift to touch the upper palate into Java Bandha. So begin with inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, and repeat. The breath long, slow, and deep. And so change the position of the hands, left on top. Inhale. And that gentle tug and pull on your exhale. Release as you inhale. Exhale. Just 2 more full, long, slow, deep breaths. And then release Ganesha Mudra, placing the palms of the hands together in front of your heart. And if we could imagine dropping the monkey mind thoughts down into the space where your thumb touches onto the breastbone, our heart center. Could you just imagine dropping that monkey mind down to that heart center and asking in the stillness of your heart, what resonates with me right now? And set your vow, your commitment, your sankalpa for today's practice, using the sacred words of I am, and then your choice of positive word or sentence at the end. Silently said 3 times in your mind now. end of your next available exhale, simply bow your head down to your heart. Blink your eyes open, release the hands, raise the gaze. So for today's practice, you will need a belt and you'll need a brick. If you haven't got a belt or a brick, then it's okay, you don't need one, but we're going to be working on the shoulders and a couple of standing poses. So if you have a belt, just get hold of the belt and just have it in front of you. Loose grip so that as you inhale, accommodate the shoulder position, and on your exhale, draw the arms down the back of your shoulders. As you inhale, raise the arms to the sky. And as you exhale, bring the hands down in front of your lap once again. So let's repeat that movement a couple of times. Inhale to rise. Exhale. Inhale, rise. And exhale on the lap. This time we're going to raise the arms and sweep them all the way around the back. Inhale, rise. On your next exhale, lower the arms down the back. You may need to release the belt. And on your inhale, raise the arms again. And bring them once again forward down onto the floor in front of your body. So let's do that twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Raise them up, inhale. Last exhale. One more time. So this time keep the arms raised above the head, and as you exhale, take your right arm down to the right side of your body and place it in line with the right hip. Try not to roll that right shoulder forward, keep it down and back, and have a slight bit of tension between those two hands. So just folding and creating a little bit of tension. So the side left body is open. Now your trunk is a container, so you're going to open that trunk towards the sky as you inhale. And your left arm may open back a little bit more. And as you exhale, just slightly curve and dome the space between your shoulders as you roll that left body forward. So repeat, inhaling. Open the side left body. And on your exhale, a gentle curve and rotation forward. One more time, inhale. To open and exhale to round. And then lifting on an inhale and down to the left side on your exhale. A slight bit of tension between the two hands. Inhale to open, right side of the body open, and roll forward. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 3. On the next inhale, rise. And then just place the belt to the side. We will be needing that again in triangle and extended triangle pose. So come up to standing. We're going to practice Chandra Namaskar, or moon salutation. Come to the front of the mat. Have your brick belt within reach. So standing with the feet parallel, hip width apart, hands into heart mudra in front of your heart. Close your eyes for a moment and connect your feet towards the earth, grounding down so the mound of your big toe joint is pressing down, the arch activated. Your baby toe joint also activated, and the heels. So we have a real solid foundation underneath our bodies. Lengthen the back, base of the skull, and soften the front part of the skull. Hook the thumbs on your inhale, arms rise. Soft knees, forward fold, arms down the center line, drop the head at the end of the exhale. Right leg, lunge it back. inhale. Exhale, step back into downward facing dog. On your next inhale, stay. On the next exhale, bring down into caterpillar, knees down, chin, chest down, fall down to the floor. Baby cobra or sphinx on your inhale, and then press back into downward facing dog on your exhale. Raise your left heel and bring the right leg forward, inhale. Exhale, left leg forward, soft knee forward, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to your heart. Let's repeat. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bow. Soft knees, relax neck. Inhale, left leg back. Look up, gaze up. Exhale, downward dog. Pause in the pose, one breath in. Journey down with your exhale, knees, chin, chest, caterpillar down. Sphinx or cobra, inhale, rise. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Lift your right heel, step the left leg forward, inhale. Exhale, right leg forward, bend. Inhale, soft knees to rise. Exhale, hands come down to your heart. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bow. Inhale, right leg back. Exhale, downward dog. One full inhale. Exhale, caterpillar, knees, chin, chest, down to the floor like never before. Rising, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Raise your left heel, step the right leg forward, inhale. Exhale, left leg forward, fold. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hands to your heart. Last time, left side, hook your thumbs, inhale, rise. Soft knee forward, fold on your exhale. Left leg back, inhale, raise the gaze, open the chest. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Journey down, knees, chin, chest to the floor. Slide the toes back, rise the chest up. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Lift the right heel, step your left leg forward, inhale. Exhale, standing, soft knee, forward fold. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hands come down to your heart. Take a breath. Open your mouth. Soften your lips, seal them softly together. And then just bend your knees and sit back into a variation of chair. I really like this pose. So you can rest your forearms onto your thighs, taking the weight a little bit into the hips and the heels, checking in with the feet. So just pausing here for a moment, really rooting down the arch and activating and grounding your feet. Palms of the hands softly together, the crown of the head towards the horizon. So this can always be an alternative chair pose for you. Or if you're moving on, you may want to release the hands. Take them into cactus, arms to the side of the body. We will be using this action again. Or we extend the arms above the head into full chair pose. Inhale. Soft exhale. One more inhale. And as we exhale, reach forward and softly fold down into Uttanasana, standing forward then. So feel free to do your own variation. You may want to massage the back of your neck with your hands, using the hands around the base of the skull. Keeping your knees soft, keeping your feet rooted. You may want to place the hands to the floor. You may want to cross the arms over the top of your head. Or if you feel comfortable clasping the hair, just gently pull the hair down, and that has a real nice effect on lengthening the back of the skull and softening the neck. Check in with your foundation, it's strong and solid. And then placing the hands on your shins, raise the head and heart to the horizon. half forward bend, and bring your forearms back to your knees into modified chair, and then come back up on an inhale into mountain, thumbs connecting by your heart. So we're going to step into goddess pose for ladies and horse stance for gentlemen. So we have the columns of our legs, we externally rotate them. And check that you haven't gone too wide and that you feel secure in the pose. And as you exhale, let the hips ground down as your feet, and bring the palms of the hands together in front of your heart. Gentlemen, if you're practicing, you're extending your arms towards the sky. So horse stance or goddess pose. And then all open the arms wide. And modification, we place our left forearm down onto our left thigh, and we reach our right arm to the sky. As we inhale, come back to center, arms wide, and exhale, right forearm to right thigh, left arm towards the sky. So that's an option to stay here, or as you inhale, come back to center, and as you exhale, go a little deeper down that inner left shin. And inhale back to center. Exhale a little lower down if you wish, option 2, down to the inner shin. Inhale back to center. And then use your inhale, place the hands onto your heart or fingertips to the sky. Press down through your feet and rise up. So we're going to just soften the knees. Take the feet into parallel this time, and a slight feeling of having your heels a little wider than your baby toes, so you have a little hint of internal rotation of the columns of the thighs. And if you have tight hamstrings, you may just want to position your brick in front of you to use it as a bit of support there for higher lift. So hands come onto the crease of the hips, knees soften. Padottanasana is our wide angle standing forward bend. So we extend from the base of the pelvis up to the crown of the head, soft knees, and as we fold forward, we keep our weight on our feet and our front body extends. Halfway down, placing the left hand onto your brick or your fingertips onto the floor. Extend your right arm to the sky into a rotation. And look towards your top right thumb. And you may just want to close the right eye so that you can have a sense that you're gazing a little bit more, rotating in the spine, the arm and the head. As we inhale, release, bring the right arm down so you're windmilling on your exhale towards the left-hand side. Release, windmilling back to center. Exhale, windmill right. Inhale, release your windmill. And exhale towards the left. And then bring the hands down towards the brick or to the floor. Tight hamstrings, please soften your knees. And walk your hands down, either onto your brick or towards the floor, into your forward fold. Please check the foundation is secure of your feet. Pressing the mound of your big toe joint towards the floor and your baby toe joint and also your heel. Yes, with the neck. No, with the neck. If you wish to take a shoulder opener from here, clasp your hands onto your lower back. And then draw the thumbs up the spine and extend your fingers and your hands towards the sky. So it's a forward fold with a shoulder opener. And then open the front of the chest, but also soften the neck. Inhale. As you exhale, take the hands to your hips, soft knees, head first, chest second, inhale, come up third. And then bend your knees and bring the feet in. So for this, we're going to take triangle and extended triangle using our brick, and just opening those shoulders in that same flossing movement of the shoulder. You don't have to use a brick. You can use your shin. You don't have to use a strap if you have any shoulder issues. It just gives it an extra experience. So take your, I'm mirroring you, so taking the right foot forward, and your brick, if you're using one, comes to the outer edge of your shin. And check that your heels are in one long track line, and your back left foot, the short edge, is parallel to the back edge of your mat. Clasp your strap if you're using one, or just raising the arms above the head. Inhale. So the right hip drops, the left hip lifts as we shift the hips over towards the left and extend over that right shin. The hand comes down to your brick. You may need to adjust it and secure it if you're using it. Your left arm extends again. Once again, check you're not dumping into the top right shoulder bone. And that real subtle movement of opening that left shoulder. You may want to move just a couple of inches, rotating and working into that side left body a little more if you wish, or just be still. And enjoy and observe the sensations of your breath. Lengthen the back of your tailbone down, firming the thighs, grounding your feet. Have a sensation that you are spreading the legs and feet away from each other. Soften slightly the right knee and inhale to rise. The hips come back to neutral, the arms release, and let's change second side. So, right foot parallel, left foot turned out. Check the heels are in line. Brick behind the left shin. Arms in front of the hips are neutral. Inhale, raise arms. So the left hip drops, the right hip lifts, and we shift over on our exhale to that left side. The left arm connecting onto your brick. Have it secure. Again, a slight bit of tenseness between the two hands. You can be still here. Or if you wish to open that container, subtle, tiny little movement within the side body. Keeping the feet grounded, the legs firm, the pelvis stable, the breath rhythmic. Noticing the long, slow, deep inhale and the long, slow, deep exhale. Spreading the feet, softening the left knee, rise on your inhale. And then drawing the arms down on your exhale. So take extended triangle. Let's come back to our first side. Brick on the outer edge of your right shin. Heels in line with each other, so same movement, with or without a brick, or without a belt. As you inhale, arms rise. On your exhale, just bend your right knee, Virabhadrasana 2. We're going to extend the side right body over. The right hand connects onto your thigh for an option, or behind your right shin. And have your bicep and your right arm connected. Your bicep and your right thigh connected. And then rotate that side body open to the sky. A little bit of tightness between the two hands. And take your whole awareness as you breathe into that side left body. Your right knee tracks the right toes, the feet rooted down. Full, long, deep sensations of breath coming and going, emptying and filling. Slight sensation of pressing the feet away from each other. Rise as you inhale. And let's take the pose onto our second side. So right foot parallel, left foot turns out, brick into position. Hips, shoulders in their neutral position. Raise your arms on your inhale. Soften and bend your left knee. The left knee tracks the left toes into warrior two. Extend the whole side, right body. And then place that left hand down onto your brick or your forearm onto your left thigh. If you're using the strap, a little bit of tightness, tenseness between those two ends. And then check your left bicep is connecting onto your left thigh if you're using a brick. Be still. That subtle flossing of the shoulders with each breath. One more inhale. Observe its exhale. Inhale to rise. And lower your strap. Bend your knee and toe heel your feet all the way in. Come to the front of the mat. We're going to end down onto the floor, onto our bellies. Hands to your heart. Tadasana, mountain pose. Hook your thumbs. Inhale to rise. Soft knee, forward fold on your exhale. Hands to your shins. Raise the head and heart forward to the horizon. Step back into your downward facing dog. Just for a moment in downward dog, just walk the dog. And find yourself in downward dog. Secure and then become still. And find the foundation of this pose through your hands and feet. Sit bones rise to the sky, head relaxed and soft. And when you're ready to next exhale, just lower your knees and just lower your body all the way down to the floor, coming to lie on your belly. And find a little rest for your head and have your feet and legs hip width apart. Inhale for 1. Exhale for 1. So now welcome to your back body, coming up onto your forearms. And do check that your elbows are directly under your shoulders. And keep your legs firm. So that sensation of lengthening the tailbone down towards the heels, and no dumping into the shoulders, but lift up out of the shoulders, so we're broadening the front of the chest. Fold and bend your right leg into a right angle. And as you do this, keep your left leg really firm, just like you were doing Sphinx, with the right leg out. And then you're going to just gently turn the body towards that right thigh. And if you are requiring a deeper opening in that left body, take the left arm to the side a little bit and just lift up. So you're almost coming into a cobra on the left side and a Sphinx with a bent right leg and a bent right arm. And take your whole breath awareness into that long left side of your body. Simply observing the sensations of your breath. If it's too much with a straight left arm, then just come back into Sphinx arms with your left arm. Bring your left elbow down to the ground if it's been up. Bring the right leg back in to parallel. Keep it firm. Fold in your left. Choose to stay here, or just turn the body a little bit over towards the left-hand side, and if you can, open the right arm to the side and open it up a little bit more into a cobra position. Take your awareness into the right side of the body. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. Slowly lower your Right elbow down, bring your left leg back in, legs into parallel, and come down to lie on your tummy, resting onto the forehead. So take a shoulder opener. Just clasp your hands. You may need to have a strap, or if you can, clasp your hands behind the back. Firm your thighs. Inhale to raise up. Keep the back of the skull long, keep the front of the skull soft. You wish to increase the opening and let strength of the back, raise the legs too. Now release the clasp of the hands, take the arms forward, and as you do, pull them back on an exhale into cactus arms. Extend the arms, open the hips, inhale. Draw the legs and the arms down and together on your exhale. Welcome to your back body. Inhale. Exhale. And one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Lower your arms, lower your legs, and slowly round the back body, pushing back through cow, and pause halfway, doming the whole back spine. Shake the head lightly, and the toes together, and then slowly motion, press the hips back onto your heels into child's pose. Rest the forearms to face them upwards. Rest your elbows down on the floor. And then use your hands to slowly push yourself up. So you'll be needing your brick. Let's come onto your back. And we're going to place the brick, this height, underneath our sacrum. If this is not comfortable, please do not use it. It goes underneath the lower portion of your back, and your feet are on the ground, your knees are facing the sky, palms turned uppermost. If it's not comfortable, as I say, please don't have a brick. Use a cushion or a rolled blanket underneath the hips. So just use this for a moment to be still, observing the quality of your mind, thoughts and breath, and then pressing gently down the lower back onto your brick or your support. Raise both legs to the sky, Viparita Karani, and draw the inner arches together of the feet. You have tighter hamstrings, you may need to soften your knees, the heels directly over the hips. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. As we next inhale, lower your left leg all the way down to the floor and bend your right knee onto your chest and clasp your right shin close to your body and draw your right knee across to the center line, just so you feel a little bit of resistance within the front part of the groin and hips. So we softly go towards your edge. You never go beyond your edge. Just feel that sensation around and inside the hips. Let the breath be long, slow and deep. One more breath in. Draw that right shin closer and deeper across the center line. And as you inhale, release both legs to the sky. Exhale, lower right leg all the way down to the floor. Fold in the left leg, clasp hold of the shin. Draw the left thigh, shin, knee across to the midline. Observe the sensations of your breath. And as you next inhale, raise both legs to the sky. Bend both knees, place the feet on the floor. Inhale, raise the hips up and just move your bricks out and lower the whole back down towards the floor very slowly. And draw the knees together and the feet the width of your yoga mat. So cactus arms out to the sides of your body. And as we exhale, we windscreen wiper both legs over to your left and rotate the head towards the right. Using your inhale, come back to center. Using your exhale, rotate spine, legs to the right, head to left. And just spend a few moments inhaling center, windscreen wipering to the left, letting the breath move you. Inhale center and exhale off to the right. And then take your left arm off towards the right, roll over and just come up slowly into a sitting position. And we're going to finish our practice with hammock. So you'll need a strap, and you'll need a strap with a D-ring. If it's not possible for you to get one of these, I'll just show you the alternative. But if you have a strap, use your D-ring, place the strap between both, and then hook it through back. So hammock is aiming to be relaxing, but it's also a restorative forward bend. So the strap goes around the base of the skull. In fact, sorry, forgive me. Initially, place it around the ball of the foot and keep the ball of the foot active. It then goes around the base of your skull, and it's in a position where you can have a sense of letting go and surrendering the head back. So you're not pressing your head back. It's totally supportive in the back of the belt, and the ball of the foot is extending up and away. You can have a soft knee. If your hamstrings are happy today, then you can straighten them. And again, observe where you can feel the sensation of this stretch. So by letting the strap flex the foot, you're going to feel it deeper into your calf muscle. Or if you spread the ball of the foot away, you're going to feel that sensation more in the hamstring. I'd like you to feel the sensation of this stretch down the whole portion of the right column. So if this is available to you, use your right leg first. If you don't have a strap handy, you don't feel comfortable or have neck issues, please place the strap around the ball of the foot and use the strap in this way in Padangasthasana. So you still have a forward fold. And we're here for about 3 minutes maximum. So whether you use option 1 or option 2, please take a moment to observe the sensation of where you feel the breath. Do you want this one there? Yes, please. So you have an option to let the other leg just drop open to the side. It can externally rotate, as in Gabrielle. Or you may want to flex the foot. So Mia, you draw, that's it. And so if we look at Mia, she has got a straighter left leg, and she's flexing her foot and toes towards the sky. And again, just flip your palms over, let the shoulders relax. By raising the arms above the head, that will increase the opening of the back of the hamstrings and calf muscles. So again, option to leave the arms down, rest them on your navel, or take them above the head, whatever feels right for you at this moment. Eyes are closed, mouth soft, lips softly sealed. Just observing the sensations of each inhale and exhale. Allowing your inhale and exhale to be the same duration. So when we take restorative poses, we can stay here for up to 5 minutes maximum, and you can use this up to 5 minutes maximum. But again, just be cautious and curious about the sensations you're experiencing. You don't want to overstretch the hamstrings at all. So at any time, feel free to change sides. So if you're still with me, we have one long, deep inhale. Let it go completely, and then release the strap off your head and let your right leg release down to the floor. And just take a breath or two in between, noticing the sensation of that rested right leg. And then when you're ready, second side. Placing the strap over the ball of the left foot first, around the base of the skull if you're using a strap. If not, change sides. Your right leg can choose to externally rotate and just relax, or you may wish to have it as an active right leg, toes facing the sky with Mia. And be very curious about how you are able to relax in this pose, how you're able to surrender your body. So you're yielding everything, and you are feeling totally supported. The breath comes, the breath goes. The breath comes, the breath goes. Feel the inhale, creating space as the diaphragm drops, the belly swells, and as you exhale, the diaphragm rises. So observe that internal mechanics of vibration happening inside the body. Be very aware of the stillness of this pose and the quietness of everything around. One more deep inhale. A long, slow exhale. And when you're ready, release the head, release the leg. And we'll go straight into corpse pose, Shavasana. So if you need to have any props to arrange under the back of the knees, under the back of the head, if you need a blanket to cover yourself with, please do so now. If not, just remain still and exactly as you are. Open your mouth. Let your tongue softly drop on the floor of your mouth, also in Shavasana. Release the grip of your scalp around the skull. Soften the palms of your hands. They create the shape of a vessel on the ground, the weight resting on the same knuckle of each hand. The whole of your back spreads. The whole of the limbs release down. And in Shavasana, it's important not to regulate the breath. So let any sensations of regulating your yogic breath release now, and just set your breath free. And you can choose to stay here as little or as long as you wish.